And touching tributes for Sergeant Cajuso span several cities. Hundreds lined up to honor his memory, watching the procession from Miami Beach to Miami Gardens. Our team coverage continues tonight with CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor. Yvonne, so many paid their respects to the fallen officer.
So many, Lauren, and without a doubt, a very difficult day for this police department. People told me here that they admire the way that they pay tribute to a fallen law enforcement officer. And I also will share with you what a lady who lives in this city told CBS News Miami, how she will remember Sergeant Cajuso, because he was the one that responded to her building whenever they would call the police. When the funeral home procession made its way to the Miami Beach headquarters in Washington Avenue, Marta Moreno came to say goodbye to the officer she knew as the man with the pleasant smile.
He's amazing. He's very, very gentleman. He's all the time had a smile, and then I am resident and I feel bad when I know this.
Moreno could not finish her sentence.
We saw hundreds of officers lined up in a show of support throughout South Florida.
A show of support that began with a procession that departed Vista Memorial Gardens Funeral Home in Miami Lakes. Around 9:45 a.m., the procession made its way to the Julia Total Causeway. A Miami Beach fire truck displayed a big U.S. flag as the motorcade moved to 41st Street. Mac Carey and his wife Eva are visiting from England. They watched the procession as well as when city's officers lined up paying respect to the hearse of Sergeant Cajuso.
I don't recall ever seeing something to commemorate someone weeks after the event occurring, so I quite like it as a principle.
Obviously, anything to show support and highlight something that's very wrong is a good thing.
33-year-old David Cajuso was killed on October 28 in a crash along I-75 near the Palmetto Expressway in Hialeah. At Miami Beach headquarters, a motorcycle similar to the one driven by Sergeant Cajuso was placed here in honor of the 33-year-old man whose life they celebrated today.
Not only was he a public servant and served our community very well, he's a father, a son, and a loving husband.
And public information, Christopher Best, that you just heard, also told me that they will remain strong for Cajuso's family, because that's what the sergeant would want his Miami Beach family to do. We're live in Miami Beach. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
Yvonne, thank you. And there are resources to help support officers and their families. If you'd like to help, you can donate to the Vera Police Officer Assistance Trust. For more information, head over to their website, verapoat.org.